All right, that was Richard Marks with Right Here Waiting on our countdown here. It was number 6 in the top 10 American singles of the 80s in Canada, or charted in Canada. Take a little break from that for a bit and get into another segment here. Of course, so a little back of pro wrestling. A lot of tag teams back in the day were like half Canadian and half American, or Can-Am, I guess you can call it. A lot of them wrestled for Vince McMahon in the WWF, and probably the greatest one, I think, in my opinion, no doubt about it, was the Hart Foundation, which of course was Bret the Hitman Hart from Calgary, Alberta, because we all know Bret, because he would later become world champion in the 90s, and his partner Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and Jim was originally from Tampa, but he was later billed from Reno, Nevada. They dominated the tag team scene in the late 80s and into the early 90s. They were the World Tag Team Champions twice, once in 87 and another time back in 1990. They won the title in 87 from the British Bulldogs, and they lost to, ironically enough, to another Can-Am tag team, Strike Force, which was Tito Santana and Rick Martel. Technically, Tito was from the States, but he was billed from Mexico. But, I guess I'll keep that little secret there. So here's some clips of the Hart Foundation from when he basically started in the WWF and into the end of the decade. And when we get back, we'll start out with number 5 here in our top 10 American singles of the 80s in Canada. And thank you for checking out MDMiller's 80s video party, the Can-Am special. And I'll see you in a bit.